Hi, we're at the Dallas International Film Festival with Jonathan Lisecki. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Now, you're the director, writer, and producer of Gayby.
Yes, a 12-minute short film that's playing in Shorts Block 2. I wrote, directed, and produced it because I had to, because nobody else is going to do it for me. This is the second time I've seen it. It played at the Slam Dance Festival in Park City first, and now in Dallas. And in Slam Dance, the screens are very small, so here it's playing on this huge screen. It was kind of amazing to see it here.
Why'd you choose to bring it to Dallas in particular?
Well, I had met James and Sarah, who helped to program and run the festival in Park City, and I just happened to give it to them, and then I kept seeing them the whole time, and I think I was lucky that they had a face to connect to the movie, and then Sarah watched it and really, really liked it, and they took it. I guess you go where people take it. As a filmmaker, anytime someone says they like your work, you automatically want to show up for them. It's gratifying that way.
So tell us a little bit more about the story.
Okay, the story is about a straight woman and a gay man who are both in their early 30s who haven't really found life mates yet, who yet still are feeling that urge to have a child. And so they decide to possibly do that together. They've been best friends since college, and they've kind of talked about it over the years, and it's time for that to happen. But they're poor and in New York where everything costs so much money, so they decide to do it the old-fashioned way. And it's basically like, we see that process of a gay man and a straight woman trying to procreate. It's not easy. And it's fairly funny. I like to make comedies about awkward situations that just get more awkward as they go along. I feel like that's what always makes me laugh,
So as the writer, what kind of sparked the idea for you?
I don't know. I guess I'm sure Dallas is the same way. Maybe, I don't know. But in New York, people really don't seem to settle down early enough. It's so much about your career and your job.
Sure.
So a lot of people who are in their 30s would normally maybe be having children if it was a different time or a different place, but they're not. So it seems to come up as a topic all the time. And every time I show it to like a friend, especially my female friends, are very like, I want one too. I just think it's the time I'm in my own life is like the time where you start thinking about, I had cut a line in the last cut where the guy, it was a little obvious, but he says like, you see the older people in New York like coming home from the grocery store and they, they're holding their bags and they're so tired, and you're like, I kind of want a child to buy my groceries for me. I know that's a bad reason, but it's like, people who have kids have someone built in to like help them out as they grow older. And living in a big city, you're like, I really don't want to be old alone, So I guess that was the original germ of the idea, and then the people I worked with are really best friends from college, and they're amazing actors. And when I told them my idea, I invited them over, and we kind of like brainstormed together about like things that could happen in the context of them. And they brought up great topics, and then I wrote it specifically for them. And then when we shot it, it was a very open, fluid process of them being able to like bring up stuff on set where we changed lines, and it was very collaborative, specifically for these people. I like to work and write for people I have already in mind. It helps. And I live in New York where there's so many actors, like, so you never like, oh, I can't find an actor. You can find an actor, a really good one too, which is nice.
Switching gears a little bit, now you're a young filmmaker and you're on the festival scene.
Yes.
So how important is it for people that are just starting out in their film careers or that are just coming out of school to be doing what you're doing, to get your project out there?
Oh, this is exactly what you need to be doing. If you didn't, and I didn't, I went to theater school and I didn't go to graduate school for film. I thought of it, and then I made my first film, and when I sent it off to the graduate school, I sent it off to Sundance and Slam Dance, and I got into Slam Dance, and I was like, okay, I'll skip graduate school. It's very expensive. You can use that money to make a film. But what you definitely should be doing is submitting to as many festivals as you can. Festivals that have a good reputation. I mean, Dallas's reputation is excellent, and the programming is very, very, it has a wonderful reputation for being high-quality films. So as you go on these journeys to various festivals, you meet other festival programmers, you meet other filmmakers. It's just, I can't imagine even school being like this. My last film, I played with so many people who have gone on since to such successful, careers. my short played in front of Lynn Shelton, who made Hump Day's last movie, and we became very good friends, and she helped me with this one a little bit. She watched a cut of it, and I don't know, you just become part of a larger community. I know many people from Texas from Slamdance 2 years ago with my first film, played with David Lowery's film, and he won the Texas Award last year here for his film St. Nick, and Clay Lyford shot that, who has Earthling here. Right. And there's a bunch of other, Yen Tan is a filmmaker who's from Dallas, and James Johnstone is a filmmaker from Dallas who I've met along the festival path, and it's just, I feel like you go somewhere and you already know so many people, so I've had such a great time here, you know, that, and I've met other people who will probably be great for me to know along the path. I mean, that's not the only reason. It really is fun, but it's great to be able to continue along your journey and have all these other people that you can contact if you need to.
So, what has the audience response been at the screenings this week?
It was amazing, I have to say. My shorts block is it's very high quality. The first film is the film that won the Short Academy Award this year. The New Tenants is excellent. And then there are really, really well-made films all in a row. They're all fairly serious until mine, and then mine is a comedy right after a very serious movie. So it's kind of like a moment of relief for the audience, I feel like. They took them on a good journey, and then I'm like this comedy that breaks up the very serious movie right before me. And it was great. Every single line that I think is funny in my head got a laugh, and that makes me so happy. Like, in Slamdance, when it was there was almost too much laughter I couldn't hear. Here there was like this like exactly perfect laughter. It was perfect. Like everything I just think is the smartest jokes got the best response. So the audience here is clearly very smart.
We try.
Yeah. No, it's great, and the theaters were full, which is always really nice, and the screen is beautiful, and my movie looked fantastic. It was a really great experience to see it. It's always good to see your movie in front of an audience, and especially one that's liking it.
Well, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your time in Dallas.
Thank you, I will.